And I realised that I've had a career full of mistakes that could have been avoided if I'd have taken advice from people who'd already made the mistakes that I've made. My journey would have been a lot smoother, my path could have been quicker, and I would probably be richer than I am now. I often get asked to mentor people. Right now, my time's very limited. Never say never, so watch this space, because I am planning on implementing some kind of mentorship programs. I think I'll probably do it on a group basis to start and try and get as many of you guys involved as possible. And then maybe we can move to some one-on-one stuff after there. But regardless of me being a mentor, mentorship is one of the most important things you can get in if you want to have success in business. I mean, I've always had mentors throughout my career. They were informal in my younger years, and now I really understood the benefit of mentorship, much more formal in my later years. There's so many people in so many areas who are so much better in those areas than me. And I would be foolish not to be taking advantage of the time they can save me, of the corners they can help me cut, and the mistakes that they can help me avoid. And that really is what having a mentor is all about. It's having someone who's been there, who's trodden that path before you, and they can teach you, they can speed you up, they can make your journey so much more smooth. I had informal mentors in my earlier life, and probably more by luck than judgment, because when I was in my early 20s, I think I was full of ego and thought I knew everything and didn't want to take the advice of people around me. But as I get older, and I realised that I've had a career full of mistakes, mistakes that could have been avoided if I'd have taken advice from people who'd already made the mistakes that I've made. My journey would have been a lot smoother, my path could have been quicker, and I would probably be richer than I am now. So my biggest advice to anyone is don't have an ego about it. Don't be afraid to ask for help, and go and find some mentors. And finding mentors is not necessarily easy. I mean, there's so many different ways to find mentors, and there's also so many different ways to be mentored. I mean, obviously the ideal solution is finding, a world expert in something who you've identified, who their skill set, who you like their style, and knocking on their door and getting them to help mentor you. That might not be possible, it might not be realistic. You don't just have to be mentored one-on-one. It's possible to be mentored in group coaching situations. You could join masterminds, you could ask fellow business owners, you could even be mentored very informally, very invisibly, by heeding the advice from people that you respect on social media, from people that you can find on YouTube. The key is just to kind of stop putting it out there, to start asking people. You will find, you might think, why would that person want to help me? But the reality is most people do actually enjoy helping other people. You might not get the people that you want. I mean, at the beginning of this answer, I said to you that, I don't have time right now to mentor, but don't let that put you off if the first person that you want says no. Ask the next person, ask the next person, ask the next person. Someone at some point will be able to help you, will be able to mentor you, and whether that's long-term and formal or short-term and informal, you will get an invaluable set of advice that is going to help make your life easy and make you a lot more money. I hope you've enjoyed this episode of the 5-Minute Business School. If you have, press like. If you don't already subscribe to the channel, please make sure you do, and leave a comment, leave a review, share, and tell your friends all about it.